That right there, those are my Dropkick Nates. Those beers are, excuse me, I'm doing my phone. Just going to go straight up to YouTube. Happy Homebrew Wednesday, everybody. SJ Poor here at Little Face Brewing. My beers are dry hopped. They are. I'm probably going to rack these guys over to secondary to get them off the hop so that we can get them bad boys in a keg, tell you what. So, I actually wanted to cover on something here real quick while we got it. A little bit of education. And yeah, we're good now. We're good. I have a hold of one of my fermenters. And I made a mistake here last week, I guess it was. I want to check this other one as well, just to make sure it's okay. Yeah, that one looks good too, right there. Both of these fermenters. The mistake I made was I had a little bit of sanitizer mixed up, and I had them in there, and I had them, maybe about up to that first rib. About a third or a quarter of the way full. And I left them sitting here on the fermentation table. That's what I call this thing right here. That's the fermentation table, because that's most of the time where the magic happens, other than my brew pots. And what happened was, I had a little bit of mold pop up on the inside of that fermenter. The reason why that happened was I left a little bit of sanitizer in there, and I didn't have anything on the top, and I just left it set. Now, it took probably, that was a long time, probably 2 weeks. And sanitizer will do that. It's the moisture, it's all that stuff. It's not down in the liquid, but it was just up on the side of it. Fear not, though. That's why we have PBW. So what I did was an aggressive amount of PBW in both of those fermenters and cleaned them up real well. It wasn't anything that was into the plastic. It was just on the surface. And cleaned them up real well, got all that out, re-sanitized them, emptied them out, and dry. So, my piece of advice is store your fermenters when they're empty, dry. Don't store them wet, and you'll be better off. So, little piece of education there for you. So, what has been going on? I'm going to walk over here to the office. I'm going to set you down here. On the, right here on the printer. And let's talk a spell. The other weekend it was 2 weekends ago, Unity Brew Day. Huge success. Huge success, I would say. We had home brewers definitely from all across the United States taking part on 24 hours of brewing beer. How cool is that? It was awesome. It was so much fun. I popped on in the morning. Pretty sure we had some folks over in the UK. I think there was a guy either in Australia and New Zealand in the morning when I got... before I went to bed Friday night, because they're a day ahead. Around midnight, I think it was, I popped on. I saw somebody was brewing, so I hopped on their live feed and just watched the spell. And then I laid my head down on my pillow and I went to sleep. Got up the next day and took care of some stuff. Took me most of the morning to get my brewing area ready because I hadn't brewed on the big system in well over a year. And I wanted to brew Dropkick Nate on that system. That is such a good beer. This is MM's version of the SJ Poor Challenge beer. She did not make it through, but that's a damn good beer. I digress. So, so got up. I got started probably, 1 o'clock, I want to say. I did pop into a couple brew days as the day went on. Exit 12 Brewing guys. Nick was up and brewing early. Gary, main brew guy, was brewing early. Matt did not brew, but he was watching. Who else? Dean's List brewed early. Me and Jim Herberson at Enabler Brewing we got going about the same amount of time. I tried out my Hydra chiller. Oh, that was banging. Chilled down 10 gallons of wort in a hurry. Love that. Love that. Love that. I can't say love that enough. What else? Jim got on. Adam came on. He was brewing for a while. Got to meet some new folks, which is cool. So that's awesome. And it was a great brew day. It was outstanding. We had the results for round 1 of the 2020 SJ Pour Challenge. That was actually that Friday night. So we had Unity Brew Day. That was 2 weekends ago. And yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. Big Brew Day, May 2nd. We're going to be doing it again. We should do this every month. We should just do this every month. Just bank on it. Once May gets done, we'll take a look at June. See when we want to do it in June. Why not, right? Till we get through this mess of the coronavirus, I say that we find ways to get together and keep our sanity. Don't you? I thought you would agree. So, round 2 is underway. Round 2 of the SG Board Challenge is where the All-Stars meet up with those that made it through round 1. Those beers should be on their ways to the where are we at here? Yeah, no, next week. Yes. So next week, the hub coordinators, which I am one, and Mr. Brad Pico, Elder himself, is the other hub coordinator. We should be receiving our beers the week of April 27th, which is next week. That way we can get those, divvy them up, and send them back to you folks by May 8th. So let's stay on track. We've been on track so far. We haven't missed a day. And I'm totally looking forward to it. This is going to be, it's a blast. It's a blast. Cheers. I'm parched. Damn, that's a good beer. So anyways, Unity Brew Day 2 weeks ago. We had round 1 of the SJ Port Challenge. Complete in the books. We are in round 2. We are planning for Big Brew Day, May 2nd. So folks that are out there, check on BrewTubers. I know there's going to be a bunch of folks getting together there. There's a lot of good outlets to be able to brew together remotely, which is awesome. So take part in that, May 2nd. And we'll start working. How about on May 2nd, we figure out when we want to do the next Unity Brew Day or Corona Brew Day, whatever you want to call it. So we'll work on it that way. I got a bunch of beers to get done. I got 2 empty kegs over here in the Keezer. And I got some beers to bring down, but I have one more I need to get done, and then I need to clean some kegs. I want to get that table full fermenters. Full fermenters. I love having full fermenters on the fermenting table. All right, folks. Just wanted to pop in and say, hey, this is SJ Port, Little Face Brewing. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, folks. Brew beer. Brew wonderful beer. Cheers.